Hello, my name is Samantha Morales, and this is my media analysis focusing on Week 3's video discussion, focusing on consequences and rights. These are the notes that I will be using for today's video. So the media source I'm using is the 60 Minutes Australia interviewing Dr. Conrad Murray in the Nine Network that took place in 2024. This piece focuses on Murray's public claims about Michael Jackson's final days, his medical decisions, and the consequences or circumstances that led up to Michael Jackson's death. The central philosophical issue raised by the media source is whether the media has moral duty to report sensitive information, especially if the person is deceased. The core issue is the conflict between media rights, free expression, and public access. We know that the media can have editing tools, or we know that the media can have exploitation that goes beyond a human's based rights. This can cause or lead up to reputational damage. So I feel like this highlights things in Week 3, such as rights-based theory, which questions how far freedom expression should go, and also relates to utilitarianism, which weighs the overall harms and benefits of media coverage. So this can also connect to journalism and moral duty, because journalists have a moral duty to take down all of these notes. And does that really conflict with what the media is trying to show us in real time versus what's really being asked in the moment? I argue that the media has a moral responsibility to avoid harmful or sensational reporting in cases like Michael Jackson's. For example, what about his family? Does his family have rights based off of what information that is coming out that could be tragic to them or cause them harm? Reason number 2, Jackson cannot defend himself if he's not morally here. If he's deceased or passed over, then he has no voice. So how do we know the voice of reasoning, whether we know that it's true or not? And number 3, dramatic editing can shape how people act. We can see through real time that editing on media platforms can cause an uprise within people. And how dramatic can that go? Can that cause harm for more people, or does it bring them a sense of justice? To me, it could be caused as being misleading to the public. So now I will present my objection. My objection is that the public has the right to know what happened to Michael Jackson in his final moments, in his tragic death. And I believe that transparency did take place because Dr. Conrad Murray was able to explain to us the leading factors that caused him and Michael Jackson to figure out why he died, or a standpoint restricting his speech that violates freedom of expression and limits transparency. So it gives Dr. Murray that freedom of expression to come out and say whether he did something or he didn't. And transparency matters. We know that today. I'm not arguing for censorship, with just responsible reporting with context and care. It's important that we get the right information, the truth, and not misleading lies. This creates a harmonious balance between people in the world. My reflection is this issue matters because the media coverage shows how the public understands tragedy and long-lasting harm. So this can connect back to utilitarianism and consequentialism from Week 3, because we must be balanced with authority and responsibility.